Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger. Welcome to today's video. I'm surprised, kind of shocked that I haven't done this video yet. I have not done a tier list for the Eternum female characters. I've done tier lists for other things, and I've done comparisons, and I've done top fives, and blah, blah, blah. But why not the Eternum tier list for the female characters? I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I'm just an idiot. Anyway, so we're doing the tier list. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Here's what we got. So with this tier list for the Eternum ladies, there's so many characters in here that I couldn't put them all. What we got though for the ladies is first we have Alex. Can't remember her full name. Well, it's Alex Bardot, but I know Alex is short for something. And I was asking if you can see these characters. It's kind of small, the little thumbnails here.
Yeah, I can kind of see them.
Okay. And then we have, what was that?
To be honest, like my memory of the girls from Eternum is very shoddy.
Oh.
So I'm gonna hope I remember some and we'll go from there.
Well, let's see if I can jog your memory on some of them. So Alex Bardot or Bardot, whatever, Bardot. I'm gonna call her Bardot. She's like the daughter of the rich family, the Bardots, who have some sort of stake in Ulysses, which is a company that helped build Eternum or something like that. So very well off. However, Alex is kind of like the estranged daughter. She's been cut off for whatever reason.
Honestly, for her, where would I want to put her at?
Yeah, oh yeah, and my ratings are not like S tier down. I've put best girl, so basically S tier is best girl, then waifu, like basically waifu material or wife material, then girlfriend, then fuck, and then friend zone. That's what I labeled these tiers as.
I mean, to be fair, I don't feel like she's that memorable to me at the moment. So it could be Friendzone for all I know.
Yeah, I'd put her in one of the last two as well. Either F or friend zone. I would agree on one of those two. You say friend zone, we'll put her in friend zone for now. There's one girl on that's not on here. I'll mention her at the end, but I just couldn't find an image of her. We'll talk about her after we get through everybody else. I'm cool with Alex being friend zone. Now Annie, so for Annie, she's the one that actually at the beginning of the game traveled with the main character back to Creighton, back to his hometown, and I believe they came from overseas, like England. So Annie probably is British, I would assume. Even though in my playthroughs I have not ever done a British accent. So, but anyway, Annie's like the friend, like the really good friend that kind of has like a secret crush on the main character. However, as you get further into the game, I think that becomes obvious for the main character and Annie, and they both become aware of it. I think if I had to put her in a zone, I would put her maybe in girlfriend zone myself. Maybe no, I don't know if she'd go above that. Maybe girlfriend zone.
Girlfriend or waifu for me, really, I like Annie. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I'd be okay with waifu zone because I was thinking either one of those two. I just wasn't sure. So with your vote, I could edge over to waifu zone. I'm cool with that. Are you on your phone today?
I am. That's why I sound pretty bad.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll be on my computer in probably like 15 minutes.
so what we got? We friend zoned Alex Bardot. We put Annie in the waifu category. I was kind of on the line with girlfriend. I was leaning toward girlfriend, but I was on the line with waifu versus girlfriend. And you were more in the waifu territory, so that's how she got there. The next one is Calypso. You remember Calypso?
He was the
What's
one. She's like the AI, right?
well, she's not an AI. She's still kind of a mystery to me, but she's one of the weapons of Atlas. So, like in Eternum, there's like three, I think three weapons of Atlas, and she's one of them. But I think she's a sentient being,
Is she?
um, from some land, and she doesn't know how she got to where she is because she was trapped. Um, when they found her, she was like trapped in some case or something. When the main character and his friends unlocked her from this case,
Mm.
so she's got like tons of power. So I don't think she's an AI. I think she's like a actual being. Still lots to learn because I haven't completed the game yet myself, and I don't think the game's complete yet either.
No.
Um, she's like a princess or something where she comes from, and I think there's still a lot that we don't know about her.
I think she's like 80 or something.
Yeah, she's pretty old. She's like definitely probably around that age. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I think she's in her 80s. I'd probably say F or friend zone personally. Even though she's super powerful, I think
I'd probably say F just because the age gap. She probably doesn't even see us as a prospect.
yeah, that's a big thing. She doesn't see us as anything worthy of anything noteworthy. So I'd agree. She's probably experienced though.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So I'd agree with that. We can go with that, everybody. The next one is Dahlia. Dahlia is one of the daughters of Nancy, and so like when we went back to Kraden as a main character, we're staying with Nancy and her daughters, like an old family friend. And I forget why we went back to Kraden. I think for an exchange program, basically, or we're coming back to school from an exchange program.
Yeah, I think we were in an exchange program.
Yeah, we were in an exchange program. Now we're coming back to our regular school, but we brought Annie back for whatever reason. Maybe she's going to be a part of an exchange program now. Anyway, Dahlia is the younger daughter of Nancy.
She's like the super shy one.
Yeah, she's the more reserved of the two, and she's really athletic though. She's really sporty. She likes to go to the gym, weightlift, and all that stuff. Shoot, I feel like I haven't dealt with her a lot recently as I've been playing, so that's all I can remember of her.
I feel like she'd be decent girlfriend material.
Yeah, I could see that.
And she's kind of the one who pushed you to play Eternum, I guess, more.
She was initially. She was. That's right. I'd go with girlfriend material as well. I wish I could remember more about her outside of that, but I think that's all I can remember of her currently.
I think the other thing I can think of is I think she was like a knight or something like that in Eternum. Something like that.
She was the first one we played Eternum with. Our first experience was with Dahlia. I think we also went into like the Roman Empire server with Dahlia as well. Was it Dahlia? Yeah, it was Dahlia.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how many chapters in you are, but I think she's been with you almost every step of the way for till chapter 4.
Yeah, I think we played more Eternum with Dahlia than most of the others. Okay, this next character you probably maybe don't remember. I don't really know why I put her in. I think maybe she's going to have more experiences with her main player. Shoot, I got to look up her name again real quick. Because for me so far, I've only had one experience with her, but this picture of her is a different picture of her that I haven't seen yet. This is Eva. And her first experience with her is like one of the first experiences we have in Eternum, and she actually had blue like uh pigtails, and I think she was like a prostitute in Eternum. But this picture, she's got like a different hairstyle. I don't know if you remember her when we went there. You had the option of going to a brothel in your first experience. So you may not have had the experience because you didn't have to explore. You could have waited for Dahlia to come back.
Yeah, I definitely have that.
So why I added her, I don't really know. But because she's at a brothel, and you have an experience with her, I added it. And I think you'll run into her again later on. I'm just gonna throw her an F because that's the experience that you can have with her, I believe.
Yeah, you get the chance to. She's like the first person you get to sleep with, really.
Yeah, I believe so. So we'll just add her. That's kind of like just a kind of a throwaway, really. Just to add extra characters, I guess, to this list. If anyone else, if you're watching this after the fact, you can let me know more about her if you know more about the game. Obviously, I don't have enough experience with Eva. Now, this next one is Idriel, also known as like Lady Eternum to some people. She's she is an AI. She's like the first person or NPC AI that you meet when you go into Eternum before you actually go into any of the servers. She kind of tells you the rules and like code of ethics, if you will, for the system. I put her in here because I think she's still an interesting character, and you see her throughout the game, and she's kind of I think she's a key element to the game. And as you get further into the world, it seems like she knows more than what just a regular AI should know. Like maybe there's more sentience or more of a consciousness than what she originally lets on. So she had to be on this list. Now, where does she fall in this tier list? That is a good question. I'm not sure.
Well, if they gave us the chance with her, then obviously my opinion would change. But
yeah, like if we had the chance, and that's just where would we put her? We don't have to base it on the reality of how the game's going to play out. We can put her wherever we want to.
I mean, personally, I'd want to put her in Best Girl, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, interesting. Okay, so I would put her at F. So we could probably have a comment. Well, shoot, Best Girl, that's top tier. But then Girlfriend, that's way different.
Huh. I'm fine with F though. I'm not gonna fight you on that one if you want to go that route.
The F tier.
Just because we don't know anything about her, this is just me speculating. Like,
yeah, it'd be interesting to find out more about her.
Yeah, like she could be She could be like either an AI that was made, or she could be like some kind of being that's trapped in the game.
And, oh yeah, that's true. There are some wild mysteries in this game as you play that have still yet to be discovered too.
Like, it's hard to tell what in that game is like real and not. And it's like, all right, cool, you got elves. They may or may not be real. So if you commit crimes, we'll see what happens.
Next one we have is Luna. Luna, can't remember her last name. I think she's of some sort of like Spanish or Hispanic descent. I think her last name is like, Martinez. I could be wrong.
Like
Hernandez. Yeah. She seems kind of timid and shy when you first meet her, and she has some sort of supernatural power in the real world too that you find out about, where she can, like, if she touches you, she can sense, or she can see how someone's going to die, I believe is her power.
Was that what it was?
I believe that's it. She can see the future of whoever she touches, and I believe it's their death. I could be off on that. So YouTube's gonna have to fact check me on that one. But
Um,
I really like her as a character. And for some
well,
reason I like the Shy Girls. I don't know why that is. I like the Shy Girls, and she's got that gothic girl type uh thing going on, which is something that
Charles.
I like too. I would probably put her in best girl or girlfriend material. I don't know if she's waifu material, but girlfriend or best girl.
I could go for girlfriend.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely think she was like a pivotal point in the game for you. Plus, I mean, she may not be as prominent as Dahlia, but I definitely think she deserves girlfriend at least.
Okay. Yeah, we'll settle on girlfriend. We agree on girlfriend.
Plus, like I'm trying to remember all the like pretty much events you've had with her.
There's more to come. So I've finished, like, I haven't for YouTube, I haven't finished the gameplay for what is out. And as a matter of fact, I think that a new update was released not too long ago, and I haven't finished that one. But I have finished one of the most recent updates for my own personal gameplay.
Mm.
So I know there's more stuff with her. Um, but we won't
Honestly,
discuss
imagine.
it until I've played it.
Yeah.
Like for a YouTube. Who do we got next? We got Nova. Nova's I forget how we met Nova, but she's like the redheaded computer hacker girl who ends up just becoming your friend. Again, I forget how we met her initially, but she just becomes part of the group somehow. I think she kind of just like wedged herself into the group, but she's like really outgoing, and she's just fun to have in the group. I
Plus, she's got that whole eye patch thing going on, which
oh
I dig it.
her eye, that's the thing. She wears an eye patch because it's really sensitive to sunlight or something like that.
Something along those
But she's a
lines.
really good sniper in Eternum. Like she's got one of the I don't know if she's got one of the weapons of doom. I think she does. Like one of her weapons that can change into whatever kind of gun she wants, I think.
I mean, that sounds like that checks out.
And she just happens to be a really good, like she's got an eagle eye. But I don't know where I would put her on this list, to be honest. I think personally I'd probably friend zone her. She's a really great character, but I don't see
not
anything.
not so much like romantic wise.
You can definitely romance her in the game, but personally I'd probably just friend zone her. I don't know. I don't know where you'd put her.
I'd probably end up putting her. Like I want to say I want to put her higher. Friend zone probably is probably the best route for her. And until we see more. If we see more, then
Okay.
different story.
Now we got Penelope. Penelope is the older daughter of Nancy. She's kind of like she's more I don't want to say shallow. I don't think she's shallow, but she's more worldly. She's like got an Instagram and all that stuff. She's into modeling. Um
I don't think she's bad, but I can't put her in girlfriend either though.
no.
I don't think she deserves that.
Um
I mean,
I,
like
I
I guess F, if she really wants, but I mean, she probably sees you more as a well.
I think she starts coming around. In the beginning of the game, she's kind of um yeah, I definitely wouldn't put her in girlfriend or above.
like she
Not
seems
right
like she's
now.
somewhat into you, but it's more like teasing than it is her like wanting to do anything with you.
Yeah. Friend zone or F, I guess.
Mm, For right now, I guess I would say F. You know,
All right.
blonde girl. I don't think anyone's really gonna complain too much about.
I'm surprised. We might have to move somebody to best girl after this is said and done because we haven't known a best girl yet. So then we got Nancy. She's the last one we have on here. Nancy, obviously, I've said it a couple times. She's the mom of both Dahlia and Penelope. I can't remember her age, but she looks probably the same age as her daughters, and she's got it. She's got a big thing for the main character. She's got it bad for the main character, and that's why she's playing Eternum to begin with, because she's just trying to figure out how to get close to him, and she just realized that she can probably play Eternum and also do the deed in Eternum with the main character, and it'll be probably as close as she can get to him. Which, hey, you know what? I'm all about the MILF character.
I mean, she's either waifu or best girl for me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, she's definitely up there in one of the top 2 tiers. For me, I would probably put her. Ooh, I'm gonna put her in best girl. I'll put her in best girl, I think, because yeah. Spoiler if you haven't played the game yet, so skip the next 10-15 seconds. But when you go to that pool in the Roman server after everything's said and done, it's a big tease. That's all I'm gonna say. And then you want more.
Yeah,
I don't know if you played that part, but
I mean,
you
that's what
kind of
this
get
game-
interrupted before things get hot and heavy.
Of course. We can never finish.
Yeah, and I don't know if anything else happens after that, but yeah. I'll put her in best girl because Nancy's a character from the very beginning. You can tell she wants the main character, and then it's like you're playing the long game with Nancy, I think.
Which I don't mind as long as they include that in the end at least, or something. Like sometimes games will drag it out with like
Yeah.
like they're into you but can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Or like I've played a few where it's like, all right, you're into like this lady's daughter or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna ignore her for like 4 chapters and then we're gonna abandon the game.
Ah. So we'll go back over real quick what we've got, see if we didn't want to change anything, and then there's a couple characters that I want to mention that we don't have on the list. Primarily because I couldn't find images for them, but I do want to mention them. Actually, there's probably about 3 characters. I think, well, we just did Nancy. I think we're in agreement that she could probably be in best girl. Annie, we had discussed waifu or best girl. I'm okay with her being in waifu.
Annie?
Yeah, Annie. She's currently in waifu.
I mean, to be fair, like I'm fine moving Dahlia up.
Up to waifu, yeah.
Either waifu or best girl. I mean,
oh, Dahlia all the way up past Annie.
I just feel like you've had more scenes of Dahlia.
That's
you may
true.
may not have done as much with her, but still, I mean,
that's true.
Annie,
I feel like by the end of the game, Annie might be up there at best girl too, depending on how things go.
Yeah.
And then so we'll leave Annie and waifu for right now. Then we got Luna as girlfriend. We got a lot of Fs.
They're not exploring the characters enough, I guess.
Yeah. I think eventually Eventually, Penelope might move up to girlfriend material, but the other three, I don't think they'll ever move up. I mean, Idril, she can't move up unless something crazy happens and she ends up in the real world or something, which would be a cool twist.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening where she'd ever be girlfriend material or anything like that. The other girl, Eva, she's definitely a side character, so I don't see anything developing out of that. Honestly, I shouldn't have added her. I don't know why I did. And
Yeah.
friend zone,
I don't mind when a game actually starts, I guess, using their side characters a little more.
yeah.
But
Um,
there's there's a balance, I guess, that no one ever really reaches.
yeah. No, I think the rest are good where they're at. The other three characters are side characters, but I feel like they need honorable mention here. So the first one I'm gonna bring up is Michaela. So she's we talked about her a little bit already. She's the super buff girl that the main character's best friend is just in awe of, and I believe actually starts dating. Um, super like just super buff. It's like actually like Dahlia's main rival as far as weightlifting competitions go.
That's right. She's like really into competing against her.
Yeah, like that's her nemesis when it comes to. I don't think they hate each other or anything, but that's who she's got to compete against. That's her rival. But Michaela's like a really nice and sweet girl. She's just terrifying to look at because she's so buff. Like if I were to put her on this list, she'd have to be friend zone, in my opinion, strictly because she's your best friend's girl, and like you have to have a line you draw. And I think because of how much your best friend likes this girl, and how many girls are after you, like, come on, man, draw a line somewhere. Let your friend have some action.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got Michaela enough to worry
Yeah.
about. You know.
And that girl's enough girl for her, she equals all these girls put together.
Look, if she can already lift me up, I feel like I can't escape from her.
Yeah. Another girl not on this list, but worthy of mentioning, I think, is shoot, I forgot her name. Wendelin. Wendelin? Not Wendelin, but Wendelin, I think her name is. She you only see her once so far that I know of, and I can't remember which world she was in. Actually, no, it was in Warthog's School of like Magic and Wizardry, in like the magic shop.
She was like the fairy, right?
She was the fairy, hanging out with Chop Chop. And I thought she was a really cool character, that I would like to see more of. She could have a bigger role in the game later on. I just thought she was a fun character. And she was she wasn't an NPC, she was an actual player. But there is another one. I mean, they kind of have different what is the word I'm looking for? Like incarnations. But the Praetorians, I think, kind of deserve a mention. Because like the Praetorians are all female, and I think some of them are players and some of them are AI. And I'm not quite sure. It seems like some of them in certain situations make like conscious decisions. They're like, oh no, I like when we find Calypso, it seems like the Praetorians are like, oh shoot, I don't want to die here, so they try to abandon their post and everything. And other ones, it seems like they're kind of like making decisions like AI would. So I really don't know how they work, if they are a mixture of both like players and AI, or what the deal is with them. But I figured they deserve some sort of mention on the list. And
Yeah.
if you could put the Praetorians on one of these, or if you could at least put them in the F zone, would ya?
The Praetorians?
Yeah, they're I mean they're basically like the police force of Eternum, if you will.
Mm, ooh, I, would- I would say so. I mean, I don't like which world. That's the question, I guess.
So I'm thinking of the ones. This is I can't remember the name of the world, but it's the first world that Dahlia takes you to. When they witness that one dude, trying to
So
force
like,
himself upon another player, and then the
so like
Praetorians
there's
come
one
down and kind of blow his head off.
like 'cause there's one with the guns and there's one with the swords.
The ones with the
But
guns, they look cooler to me.
agreed. I mean, but to be fair, the the only reason I like the ones in the other world a little more is just because they had like the deer mask. I thought those were pretty cool.
Oh yeah, those are cool too. I mean, I think the Praetorians in any of the worlds I've seen so far are pretty cool. And it's the Praetorians in the world you're talking about that seemed more human,
Mm.
or it could have been just the way I was trying to do their voices that made them seem more human. I don't know.
No, I mean I'm pretty sure it was that one. The other one, she seemed a little more, I guess, robotic. She was
Yeah,
here to do a job and get out, pretty much.
yeah. In the first world, they did kind of appear almost like Terminator from the future.
Does Samuel L. Jackson like anime? Yes, I do. Hentai too. I have an idea. Get naked. What did you say? If it works, it works. On my wiener. No, you did though. You did though. Remember? Scav, what do you have me making, man? Oh, Scav.